Once upon a time, in a small village, there lived a curious little boy named Tim. Everyone knew Tim for his endless questions, always asking, "Why is the sky blue?" Or "Why do birds fly, but not us?" One day, a strange old man arrived in the village. He was different from everyone else, with his peculiar hat and odd glasses. Tim, being ever so curious, decided to talk to the stranger. The old man shared tales of lands unseen, beasts untamed, and treasures untouched. One story, above them all, caught Tim's attention. It was about a mystical elixir, the elixir of life. This potion, the man claimed, had the power to grant immortality to those brave enough to find it. Tim's eyes lit up with curiosity, and a grand adventure unfolded before his eager mind. The man, seeing Tim's interest, smiled and said, "Remember, the journey is filled with dangers, but the greatest danger is losing yourself in the search for eternity." And so, the seed of a great quest was planted in Tim's heart. With a determined spirit, Tim set off on his journey. He was soon faced with vast deserts and snowy mountains. Each day was a new test, pushing Tim to his limits. Along the way, he met various creatures. A wise owl taught him patience. A swift hare shared the secret of agility, and a brave lion imparted lessons of courage. Each creature, though different, had wisdom to share, bringing Tim closer to the elixir of life. However, every step forward came with its fair share of setbacks. Yet, with every hurdle, Tim's resolve only grew stronger. His journey was tough, but Tim had a goal, and he was ready to do whatever it took. Tim's journey led him to an enchanted maze, with walls as high as the clouds, and paths winding like a river. It was a challenge that needed more than bravery. It needed a sharp mind. Tim remembered the lessons he learned: patience from the owl, agility from the hare, courage from the lion. Using this wisdom, he navigated through the twists and turns. The maze tested him, with its deceptive paths and dead ends. But Tim kept going, not letting frustration deter him. Finally, after what seemed like eternity, he found the center of the maze, and with it, the long-sought-after elixir of life. Standing before the elixir, Tim felt a surge of anticipation. This was it, the moment he had been waiting for. But as he extended his hand to grasp the elixir, he paused. He remembered the old man's warning, the friendships he had made, the wisdom he had gained. He looked at the elixir, and then at the maze, realizing that the journey had been more important than the destination. A smile spread across his face. He knew now that life wasn't about living forever, but about living with purpose, making every moment count. The true elixir of life wasn't a potion, but the experiences he had collected, and the wisdom he had gained. He didn't need the elixir, for he had found something more valuable: the understanding of what makes life truly meaningful. And with that, he turned around, ready to embrace the journey back home, with a heart full of treasured memories. So, Tim began his journey back home. The elixir remained untouched, but he didn't mind, for he carried the real elixir of life, not in a flask, but in his heart. His steps were light, his heart was full. Each experience, each friendship, each lesson learned, were now a part of him, shaping him into a young sage. As he walked back into his village, the people gathered around him. They saw not the little boy who had left, but a wise young man returning. Tim shared his adventure, the wisdom he gained, the friendships he made. The villagers listened in awe, realizing that their curious little boy had embarked on a journey of self-discovery, and returned with the true elixir of life. And so, the little boy named Tim lived his life to the fullest, embracing every moment, every experience, with a wisdom beyond his years. As the sun set on the village, the people knew that their lives had been touched by a special kind of magic. The magic of living in the present, making every moment count, and treasuring the journey as much as the destination. The village, touched by Tim's wisdom, began to change. They learned to cherish each moment, to see the value in every experience, and to understand that the journey itself is the real elixir of life.